Today is the final window of opportunity for residents and holidaymakers on the New South Wales south coast to flee ahead of dangerous fire conditions. Let's go live now to Julia Bradley in Batemans Bay. Julia, a major section of the Princess Highway has been reopened.
That's right, Danica. Well, authorities here in Batemans Bay, they're expecting another mass exodus today, similar to scenes that we saw yesterday. And the good news this morning is that a major section of the Princess Highway, the major highway in and out of this area, has reopened. So that's in the area of Milton to Tomarong. It's now open in both directions between Corks Lane and Island Point Road after an earlier closure due to bushfire. And yesterday we also saw the New South Wales Premier and the New South Wales RFS Commissioner Shane Fitzsimmons. They announced that the tourist leave zone would be extended. It now takes in Coburn, Snowy Monaro, Shoalhaven, Batlow, Wandangala, as well as the south coast. But motorists who are making that decision that now is the time to go, they are being advised that they are likely to face some really extensive travel times. We've heard reports of some people spending more than 7 hours in the car as they make that trip up to areas further north like Nowra. We spoke to one family yesterday afternoon. They said that they made that call that now was the time to go.
We have a holiday house down there, so we luckily get to go there a lot, but we really were worried about everyone else and everyone being safe. But it's, so we're now heading home as per the request. We're all very keen to get out of there. No one wants to be there for this weekend.
And it's not just the main fire front that is the major risk ahead of those dangerous conditions on Saturday. It's also the risk of being stuck here. We could see the Princess Highway close again at any time if it's deemed too unsafe. Also, burnt out trees and falling power poles, also a risk as people travel along that major highway. And we are still seeing supplies dwindle here on the south coast. Motorists really being advised to start stocking up on food, on water and certainly of petrol as they decide to make that trip out.
Julia Bradley live for us at Batemans Bay. Thank you, appreciate the update. Meanwhile, a state of emergency has been declared by the New South Wales Premier, the third in just 8 weeks. Roche Murdoch is at RFS headquarters. Roche, residents are being told it's not a matter of if, but when these fires will flare.
That's right, Danica, and it's not an exaggeration. The situation really is that serious. The Rural Fire Service here in New South Wales has redone its worst-case scenario modelling for Saturday, and the main threat area is in that southeast squadron of the state, where we see a number of mega fires burning out of control, but there is now the threat that they could link up, forming a mega complex of fires. And the RFS says even if they had 10,000 firefighters on hand to fight these blazes, they still wouldn't be able to bring it under control. That's why the New South Wales Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, has taken the extraordinary step of declaring the third state of emergency in New South Wales in just 8 weeks. Now, essentially, that gives our emergency services, firefighters and police more powers to keep the community safe. It allows them to cut red tape and close roads and put road diversions in place at short notice without having to go up that chain of command. Now, we are expecting an extreme fire danger over the next 48 hours, and a 2-day total fire ban has been declared and all fire permits have been cancelled. That situation will be revisited on Sunday once the immediate threat of Saturday has dissipated, but it's likely that that total fire ban will be extended. Now, on Saturday, we're expecting temperatures to go into the 40s, and in some areas like Cooma, we could even see records being broken. Residents who are thinking about staying behind to protect their properties on that day are being asked to reconsider their decision because they've been told there just aren't enough resources to have a fire truck in every street, and if they run into danger, there's probably going to be no one there to save them. Danica?